So we just got some huge news about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie by way of an update to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in Disney World and Disneyland. If you don't know what Galaxy's Edge is, it's the Star Wars land in those parks over in the United States. And we've got this article here from Disney Parks blog going through the updates to the ride and the implications about the movie. We'll cover two parts in this video. One will be about the movie and two will be about the park and the updates to the park itself. So let's take a little look at this article and we'll have a little chat about it. A new adventure is coming your way, so prepare to jump to lightspeed. First announced at D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, a new adventure featuring Din Djarin, the titular Mandalorian from The Mandalorian, is coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at both Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort. And yes, Grogu's coming along for the ride too. During the Future of World Building at Disney panel at SXSW, which is South by Southwest, the Mandalorian creator and Disney legend Jon Favreau was joined on stage by Imagineers Leslie Evans and Asa Kalama to talk about what's coming soon to Batuu. Got a shot of Mando here under the Falcon. It's something that can only be done at Disney, bringing avid Star Wars fans closer to the stories they know and love by the innovative magic at Disney parks. This update is only a parsec or two away. Both the upcoming The Mandalorian and Grogu movie and this update to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run will debut on May 22nd, 2026. Interesting, they're dropping both the update to the ride and the movie on the same day. Opening an attraction and such a massive movie on the same day wouldn't be possible without the relationships we have inside Disney. Kalama added, John and Dave have shared their story with us and they've all worked together to come up with a new mission for Smuggler's Run that plays into this narrative. So we've got some cool shots here of stuff that they're going to feature on the updated ride, it seems. So we've got Death Star ruins, which look awesome. This is the spicy one. So as you can see, it appears that Cloud City is going to be featured in the film, or at least the events of this ride will feature into the events of the film. As you can see, we've got the Falcon here, and we've got what looks like a new version of a Razor Crest for Mando, headed towards Cloud City with some Imperial shells and ties there. This looks amazing. And interestingly as well, the Falcon's got its rectangular dish on there. Questions that I'm thinking of here are, who on earth is inside the Falcon? Is it going to be Han and Chewie, Lando, at Galaxy's Edge? When you do the Smuggler's Run ride, for those who haven't done it, you're piloting the Falcon and you're working with Hondo Ohnaka, trying to get some coaxium for the resistance from the First Order. Now, if they're putting a skin on top of this, I'm going to be interested to see how they do that. Are they going to fully revamp the ride and Hondo will be taken out? Or is it just going to be when you get inside the cockpit, it's just the actual ride and sort of like the video that plays, which is different? So definitely some questions to be asked. And then obviously, if this is Han and Chewie, are they then in the film? Which, oh, dude, the implication of this could be pretty massive. And of course, Mando's got a new ship as well. It looks like at some point he took a trip to Cloud City. And then we've got a Sandcrawler here on what I'm going to assume is obviously Tatooine. Right, let's keep going. Working alongside the Mandalorian team, Imagineers captured scenes of the attraction on the movie set, and you might see some familiar and beloved Star Wars locations aboard the Millennium Falcon. Care for a trip to Cloud City, anyone? This isn't going to retell what happens in the movie. It's more like participating in something that's happening just off camera from what you see in the film, Favreau explained. So that's interesting. So this scene here isn't going to necessarily be captured in the film, but saying that it's just off camera to me lets me know that these events are sort of like happening alongside it. So I don't know, the events of the film could be happening inside, inside Cloud City itself whilst we're flying towards it. Okay, so keeping it moving, we've got to look at some droids here. These guys, I believe, have been shown off before at Disneyland, California. Let's have a little read. But that's not the only thing making the jump from the parks to the movies and vice versa. You might have seen the playful BDX droids putting around Disneyland before, and soon they'll make a trip around the world to visit Walt Disney World, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris. And that's in addition to the little droid appearing in the Mandalorian and Grogu film too. Going from Imagineering to the parks to their feature film debut is a lot for the droids. With all this work, they're sure to need a tune-up eventually, and don't worry, Imagineering already has the right creature for the job. As previously seen, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and the latest season of The Mandalorian, say hello to an Anzellan named Otto, who specialises in tuning up droids. Just maybe don't make him too cranky. May the Force be with you. Seaboard the Falcon on May 22nd. So, yeah, these guys are awesome. They're obviously very reminiscent of BD-1 from Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I think they're just essentially like a chunkier model. And the way they walk around, actually, they almost look like little chickens. There is actually a clip. So this is on stage at South by Southwest, and Jon Favreau introduces this BDX droid and the Anzellan. Let's take a little watch. I do like the Anzellans. They're one of the cooler aliens that Disney have introduced.
Anzellans, right? J.J. Abrams first came up with them for the Rise of Skywalker. We used them in the Mandalorian show. They're going to be in the new film, The Mandalorian and
Pretty
Grogu.
impressive how well these things move as
They
well.
specialize in droid repair, and this little guy's name is Otto. Is that him? Yeah. So Otto, he's a little bit obstinate from what I heard. Yeah.
So yeah, let's look at that little guy as well. Man, there's a lot to be excited about here. I'm a big fan of Galaxy's Edge, so for me, getting out there and checking out the new ride or the update to the ride is going to be pretty cool. Definitely interested to see how they pull that off, because typically Galaxy's Edge has been sort of set in a sequel era, and it was considered canon. They seem to be moving on from that as they're introducing like Boba Fett, Sabine, Mando, characters who wouldn't be on Batuu at that time. So they seem to be moving away from that and just embracing, like, letting fans get excited about all the new stuff from TV and movies, regardless of the era. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to check that. And obviously this shot here is really awesome. Questions to be asked about the Falcon, who's there, how did Mando get a new Razor Crest, and what on earth is the plot of the movie at this point. It looked like they were on Hoth in the leaked trailer, and now Cloud City, Death Star ruins, and Tatooine. So it seems like they're going on a bit of a joyride around some of our favorite locations. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about Mando potentially visiting Cloud City. Let me know if you're excited about the updates to the ride at Disney World. I know that I am. I'm definitely going to try and get out to Galaxy's Edge for around that time to check out the ride. Man, I think the original ride's great, and obviously being set in the Mandoverse sort of era, even cooler. So I'm certainly going to get there as soon as I get the opportunity. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, please drop a like on the video. If you really loved it, drop a sub, hang around for more Star Wars updates and news. I'll catch you next one. Peace.